Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Julie here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this super clip training video for instructors, I'm going to share with you the importance of how you create your PowerPoint presentations, okay? And always remember, there is no wrong way or right way to teach your students. However, there are good ways and there are bad ways. So this PowerPoint presentation that you are looking at right now is a bad way to teach your students, okay? Why? Because you have this classic PowerPoint slide, okay? This is the title page, okay? White background, black lettering, okay? Typical for a PowerPoint slide because people think, oh, it looks so crisp, it looks clean, it looks fresh, very organized. And yeah, all of that is true, but guess what? You forgot one thing. It looks boring, okay, very boring. And you have just started or initiated the downward spiral to your students' learning just with this title page or title slide of your PowerPoint presentation. It's boring, people, really it is, okay? It is very boring. There's no color to it, nothing. I'm going to advance the slide here, okay? Now, as an instructor, I'm guilty of this too, okay? Really, I am. I'm guilty of this. I would design my PowerPoint slides or PowerPoint presentations to meet my need as an instructor while I'm instructing, okay? And I would use bullet points, and I love bullet points, I really do, but I'm learning to sway away from bullet points because bullet points are death or is death by PowerPoint. It really is. And the reason being is because usually when we use bullet points, we use them to our advantage, right, as an instructor, because we want to make sure that we have all the information in those bullet points that we would like to disseminate to our students, right? So we're not thinking about how our students learn best when we create these PowerPoint slides. We're thinking, how can I create these PowerPoint slides to ensure that I get all the information in these slides that my students need to know? And what happens is that your PowerPoint slides become extremely wordy, like this slide, okay? Now, there are two words bolded here, everyone and falls, okay? And your students, out of all of these words, out of these 4 bullet points, they're only going to remember the 2 words, falls and everyone, right? Because those are the bolded words. Now, even though the amount of bullet points that you have on this slide or that are on this slide is sufficient, right? Because the average person usually will remember only 4 points, okay? And there's 4 bullet points. But the backlash is that there's a lot of words in each of these bullet points, okay? And your average slide, your average PowerPoint slide should consist or contain of no more than 40 words, okay? So again, is this going to capture your students' engagement? No, it's not from the beginning of your presentation because your title page is boring, okay? It's very boring. And now here we are again. We only have 3 bullet points here. It's not too wordy, okay? But again, the look of it is boring, and your students are going to start fiddling with whatever they have on their desk or table, whatever sitting in front of them. They may even start some sidebar chatter, with their neighbor. The main thing is that they're not going to be listening or focused on you, okay? Or they're going to be busy writing down notes, okay? They're not going to be focused on you. So I want your opinion, okay? I want you to tell me what you think about this PowerPoint presentation, okay? The first 3 slides, especially the title slide. Now, I'm going to get out of this presentation and I'm going to share with you my presentation on this same topic, okay? Safety measures and basic emergency procedures, okay? And then the subtitle I have in a different print, okay? Maintaining a safe environment for our residents. But look at this title slide. Does it or does it not capture your attention? If you answered yes, guess what? It is going to capture the attention of your students. It is going to get them engaged, okay? Now that you have them engaged, now your challenge is keeping them engaged throughout this PowerPoint presentation. So unlike the first presentation where you saw the white background and the black lettering, and you had the bullet points on each slide, I'm going to advance to the next slide, and here I just have an animation of a gold key and a one-word title: prevention. Okay, now you don't need your bullet points to help you remember what you want to say or mention on this particular slide, because you have the title, prevention, and you have the key. There's a connection there, and that connection is prevention is the key to safety, right? And then you want to expand on that by letting your students know that it's everyone's responsibility. Okay, safety is everyone's responsibility and prevention is key. Bam, that's it. Okay, I'm going to advance to this next slide. When you advance, your students are going to see only a one-word title again, okay, considerations. Now, you are going to keep your students engaged throughout your PowerPoint presentation, because now your students are actually sitting on the edge of their seats, right? They're sitting on the edge of their seats. Or if you had some that were holding up their head with their hands, right? Their hands are not going to be down, and their heads and upper body is going to be erect, because they are interested in what is going to appear on this PowerPoint slide next, right? So now with considerations, again, you don't need bullet points, right? You're going to tell them, hey, there are several, and you see you have 4. I have these lines here numbered, right? You can see these lines right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know that you want to talk about 4 considerations, right? And let me just move this up here because I don't see. There's the title right here, considerations, okay? So you know that you have 4 considerations that you want to introduce to your students. And with the little animation, you're going to bring up that first consideration, and you tell your students the first consideration that you want to think about is what could go wrong. If there's a small spill on the floor and you decide that, hey, that's not my job, it's not my responsibility to clean it up, what do we have housekeeping for, right? Who has not heard that before from CNAs or other nursing staff, right? But again, you want to reiterate, safety is everyone's responsibility. If you see a small spill on the floor and you don't pick it up, what do you think is going to happen? Okay, what do you think are going to be the results? That's the next consideration. This is going to actually invite discussion. Okay, your students are going to start talking. They're going to start asking questions. They're going to start debating, right, with each other, right? It's going to get their minds working. It's going to get their critical thinking in action. All right, then you're going to bring up the third consideration. What are some steps that you could do as a nurse aide, okay, to help with the prevention of safety hazards, right? Again, you're inviting classroom discussion. And then you're going to say, hey, and the last consideration is just using your good old plain common sense, right? I didn't need bullet points to convey what I wanted to say. And I got all of the vital information that the students needed to know. They were also, I got their engagement. I kept their engagement because these considerations were, the context of the considerations were in question form, and it invited discussion. Okay, it invited discussion. I'm going to advance to this next slide here. Now, this next slide, your students see absolutely nothing except, the little picture here in the top right hand corner. I'm sorry, I'm going to lift my camera up. Okay, the little picture here and 3 arrows. Okay, that's all they see. What do you think your students are going to do now, right? Again, they are going to be sitting on the edge of their seats because they want to know what is coming up next. And not only that, but they're going to be hanging on to your every word, right? Because they want to know what is my instructor about to tell us now, right? They're going to be interested in what you have to say. So again, I'm going to reiterate, safety is everyone's responsibility. The next thing that I want to tell them is that there are two common types of events, right? And I'm going to add a little animation in there just to emphasize that there are two types of common events. One, accidents. The second type, incidents, right? Bam, just like that. You got your information across what you needed. And look, no bullet points, right? Your students are going to remember this slide. They're going to remember the information on this slide because it's not wordy, okay? It's not a white background with black lettering. You have shapes, you have colors, and very, very little wording. Okay, I'm going to advance to this next slide, and this is going to be the next slide I show you. So now when you advance the slide, your students are going to see a term, okay, or a vocabulary word, accident, and they're also going to see the definition, an unfortunate, unplanned, or unexpected event. Okay, still you're going to keep your students' engagement because now they want to know, they want to hear what you have to say about accidents, right? So once you read off the definition, very short, sweet, and to the point definition, an accident is an unfortunate, unplanned, or unexpected event that is usually a result of carelessness, unawareness, or a combination of both. Bam, you have it right there, okay? Hey guys, I'm going to end this super clip right now. I am so glad that you are joining me. I'm so glad that you are subscribing to my channel. If you want some help with your PowerPoint slides, your presentations, just leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I can collaborate with you on how to how to design your PowerPoints to be more inviting and more exciting, and how to keep your students engaged, okay? Before I leave, again, I just want to remind you to smash that subscribe button, especially if you're new to my channel, you're watching my videos. If you know any other instructors, teachers, or trainers, they don't have to be only health science teachers or career and tech teachers. They can also be academic teachers, because this information, these training videos that I'm uploading on my channel will also be useful to all types of teachers, instructors, and trainers and leaders, okay? So smash that subscribe button, kick the like button on this video and all of my other videos. You doing so will actually help my channel become more recognizable to the public, and it will make my channel easier to locate here on YouTube and in Google. And hey, smash or ring that notification bell, okay, so you can be notified whenever I upload new content. Thank you.